a short video on how to use Google Docs to help you edit and clean up your manuscript. Now, I am in my word processor, which is Atlantis, but it could be any word processor. And I have the spell checker on. So when I type this word that's misspelled, it underlines it with the red squiggly. And when I tell it to just go ahead and run the spell checker, it says no changes, spell checking is complete, and that's that. So it thinks this is okay, but it's not, because there's a lot of mistakes in it that cannot be detected by spell checker. But is to a large degree detected by Google Docs. Now here is a blank Google Docs document. You get to this through your Google Drive, which is something you should look into if you don't know what it is, because it's if you have a Google account, then you get automatically, I think, about 5.5 gigabytes of storage, and it's a good place to store your documents. You could also come here and write your documents. It's basically an online word processor. I don't like to use it. I prefer to use Scrivener and then use another word processor that's a little more robust, but so you understand. Now I'm going to paste what I just copied. So where Atlantis had no red squigglies, this has red squigglies, because it has found defects that are not spelling defects. They're improper use of word type of defects, which are things that will kill you. So first one, halfway. Well, one thing this does is it detects words that should be one word, but you write as two. So you say, did you mean halfway? Yes, I did. Okay, so you put that. One thing that happens for me, if I'm typing real fast, I might say where instead of were. And the spell checker is never going to catch that. You can't set it up as automatic change, because you don't want it to change every time you put where, it change it to were. So, but here it looks at it, and somehow in the context it says, well, you didn't mean where, you meant were. So you right click and it says, did you mean were? Yes, and there it goes. Mathematic symbols. Well, on the surface, maybe it doesn't seem so bad, but actually that's not the right word. And it caught it. The word is mathematical symbols. That's one thing that will make you look foolish if there is a word like this that you get wrong. And this thing will detect it. Now, it's not always right. You look at it and you say, yeah, that's right, I think I should change it, or no, I don't. That's not the word I want to use. Or if you're not sure, then you can do a Google search and find out. Okay, this sentence is interesting. You can come to my house. Well, can isn't the right word. It's can. Well, what's interesting is it did not catch it, so it illustrates that it's not perfect. It will find some things, but not everything. And no grammar checker that I have found. I've tried many of the really big name grammar checkers, and they have not discovered everything. Here's what come to my hose. Well, you don't live in a hose, probably, and neither does your character. Right click, did you mean house? Yes. Again, spell checker never going to find that. And when you read it as yourself, you are probably not going to find it either, because it's so close that your brain probably will skip it. Maybe Beta Reader will find it if you're lucky, but it's something that is hard to find on your own. The men was good. Well, this sentence is not correct. The men was good. No circumstances where this is correct English, but it didn't flag it. Again, it's not perfect. You still need somebody to read it. You need another set of eyes to look at your document, no matter what. And preferably several sets of eyes in the form of beta readers. But when we submit to our beta readers, we don't want all these errors. We want this as clean as possible, because we want them to focus on their job, really, which is to, to one hand, yeah, look for typos and such as errors as these, but I really want them to focus on the story and plot holes and unresolved issues and things that they would like to see improved. Things maybe should be added, maybe things that should be deleted or whatever. Okay, same thing. So they came to my house. The hose should be house. Here's something that nobody catches. None of the software catches, and this is murder. The came to my house. And there are other examples of this, but this is a good one. So came as a verb. There's no circumstance I can think of where the should precede a verb. Past tense of the word come. This does not catch it. I don't know why it doesn't. It should be able to, but it doesn't. And nobody does. None of the software I've checked, none of the grammar checking software finds this problem. So then again, this is where you need another set of eyes. You are not going to find this, probably. You're going to skip right over it because you know what it says. Here's another example. I don't even know why Atlantis doesn't find this. This is not really a word. Were. Obviously did not mean that. It means we're. Google finds it. Here's always an issue of there, as in this here, T-H-E-R-E, or there, T-H-E-I-R, which is the possessive pronoun. So you have here, it was their turn. There's no circumstances where this would be correct English. So it's highlighted it and said you probably did not mean that. And they're right. So it says, did you mean there? And you did. Another thing it did not catch was this TWO. Again, just like the came, to the game, to the is never correct, far as I know, far as I can think of as an example. So again, you need a set of eyes. Into, same thing, it's one word. It did not catch this. I wanted to be cut into two pieces. It did not catch the TOO, as we observed. It doesn't do everything. As if, as, okay, so they caught this, which is good. And because did you mean ask? Yes. So he said as if to ask. Anyway, that's that. The takeaway is that you can use Google Docs as a grammar checker. Automatically does it. You don't have to do anything other than tell it to do spell checking. It's free, and it will clean up a lot of your problems, but not all of them. So you can make it as clean as you can, and then through your own editing and through beta readers and preferably through a professional editor, you can find the rest. So whether you intend to submit this to an agent or intend to self-publish it, it should be as clean as you can get it. And that's it. And please subscribe to the channel if you find this stuff interesting or useful. And I will catch you later.